Rules being quietly proposed this summer that could have a massive effect on the Bay Area's remaining handful of steel foundries. Those industrial-age survivors say the laws could shut them down forever, leaving thousands out of work. Supporters, though, of the new rules say Big Steel has to clean up its act. Our Mike Nieback takes a look in tonight's special report.
This is a place few people in the Bay Area get to see. In fact, it's a place lots of Bay Area people are shocked to learn still exists. This is a fiery heart of a working steel foundry, a place where iron, carbon, and a brew of other elements are brought to 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, poured into dies, and turned into the steel that frames the car you drive, the office building where you work, the school your children attend. Like everything, there is a cost. One of them is some air pollution.
There's got to be some kind of trade.
Dennis Evanosky is a local historian who met us across from what was once a Bethlehem steel yard on the Oakland estuary.
In 1948, they closed the shipway down, and it's been closed ever since.
Most of the Bay Area's major steel factories are gone. There are fewer than a dozen left around the region. The Bay Area Regional Air Quality Control District is now quietly proposing new rules the steel factories say could shut down these last few foundries.
We're not looking at major changes. We're looking at just improving the way air pollution is reduced at these facilities.
Victor Douglas heads the Air Board's controversial proposals.
What we're trying to do is to reduce the impact of these industries to the local communities where people are living nearby.
What's more, the overall air quality of the Bay Area, though much improved in the last generation, does not meet the new stricter quality standards of the U.S. government. Air Board officials say that's one of the reasons it is looking to tighten rules for the steel factories. But the industry officials say carefully crafted federal rules are already in place.
We believe they're definitely sufficient.
James Simonelli represents many of the surviving steel foundries. The stack behind him, by the way, is emitting steam.
You have millions of dollars invested in state-of-the-art engineering controls to control the exact emissions that the Air District are looking at. They're proposing significant financial investments, and they have not quantified what the health benefits are going to be.
Naturally, there are environmental activists involved in this fight.
I think they can afford it.
Denny Larson is the head of a group called Global Community Monitor.
Toxic metals are being routinely released that people are breathing that can cause brain damage, lung damage, and even cancer.
But even Air Board officials say that many of Larson's assertions have no scientific backing, causing some people who work at the steel mills to be even more upset about the possibility of losing jobs.
The regulations that they're trying to impose right now is an estimated $20 million per company.
Barry Scott works at Pacific Steel Casting in the flatlands of Berkeley along the East Shore Freeway.
That's going to be very, very difficult to continue to operate that way. And we've got alone here 600 people that cannot afford to be going and drag through this type of ordeal.
One could wonder if the fight is really about good air quality and health versus saving a vital American industry and thousands of jobs. Perhaps underneath it all is the struggle to manage the Bay Area's changing history and what we are willing to give up to have a future. In Berkeley, Mike Nieback, KTVU, Channel 2 News.
A special group of tourists had a chance